AITA for wearing a different colored bridesmaid dress after the bride tried to purposely make us look unflattering? Hi, for privacy reasons this post will be a throwaway, and all names are fake. Recently, I, 28F, was a bridesmaid in my friend Tara, 28F, and Tony's, 30M, wedding, along with bridesmaids Amy, 27F, Jane, 29F, and her sister Lily, 32F. Tara was one of those brides where everything had to be perfect, so early on, Tara placed her priority on the logistics. Because of this, Tara had left the details about the bridesmaid dresses for last. Tara had organized a lunch for us in April to talk over the details of the dresses. She handed out swatches and said that the dresses must be in that color and floor length. I asked Tara if she was being serious, to which Tara asked what the problem was. Simply put, the color was ugly and unflattering. Jane also spoke up and said that this color is going to make everyone in the party look bad. Amy also agreed. Tara rolled her eyes at us and said that she was sure and she expected us as bridesmaids to go along with what she wanted. Lily decided to chime and say that she thought the color was fine. I think that she said this to prevent her younger sister from going full bridezilla. For months, Amy, Jane, and I begged Tara to consider a different color, but she wouldn't budge. We asked Lily to ask her sister to reconsider, but she said that she was the bride and that we should respect her choices. Yeah, no shit, she was the bride, but that doesn't mean that we have to sacrifice the way we look and look unattractive. Amy pointed out that Tara was probably making us look bad on purpose so that she could look better, and that made me furious. And here's where I may be in the wrong. Amy, Jane, and I decided that enough was enough and that Tara was being really unreasonable about this whole thing, and so was Lily. So we decided to lie to Tara and say that we were going to order dresses in the color she wanted and sent her screenshots of dresses in that color. Meanwhile, the three of us created a separate group chat and decided to order dresses that would actually make us look good. We agreed on baby blue and bought the dresses online. Tara didn't ask any more questions about the dresses and essentially just took our word that everything was okay. Flash forward to wedding day. The moment we put on our dresses, Tara lost her shit. She started yelling at us and crying, and Lily had to escort her out of the room. Apparently she must have gotten ready elsewhere, because we didn't see her up until we were called to go to the venue for the ceremony. The wedding was great, but Tara was upset. Since the wedding, none of us have heard from Tara. However, Lily and Tony have been texting me, calling us horrible people and claiming we ruined the wedding. Tony even said that Tara almost canceled the whole thing and he had to force her to go through with it. Maybe Tara was upset that we didn't get the color that she asked for, but I don't think it was right for her to make us look unattractive. AITA?
Bride's response.
My friends went behind my back and ruined my wedding. Hi everyone. This is my first time posting on Reddit. I found this forum and I just need to vent. A little over a week ago, I married the love of my life. For the most part, the wedding was everything I dreamed it would be. I wish I could say that our wedding wasn't ruined. I wish I could look past the bad. However, my bridesmaids went behind my back and decided to lie to me and embarrass me. I had 4 bridesmaids. 3 of them were good friends of mine, and the other one was my sister, who was the maid of honor. I could have asked other better friends of mine to be my bridesmaids, but unfortunately, they were booked and didn't have time to be bridesmaids with their schedules, so they attended as guests. So, I picked 3 of my other friends. Looking back, it would have been way better to just have my sister as a bridesmaid. I wish I could go back in time and slap myself. When the wedding planning started, my friends didn't put much effort into helping me, which was the first red flag. However, I kind of just sucked it up and did mostly everything myself. A few months later, I got my bridesmaids together and told them the requirements for the bridesmaids' dresses. I told them that they would have to pay for it themselves, since me and my husband were pretty much paying for everything else, and that the dresses would have to be long and terracotta/burnt/earthy orange. I provided swatches as well so they would have a reference. This was the biggest issue. Other than my sister, who had no issues with the dress, my other bridesmaids were whining about how ugly the color was and how they wanted me to pick something else. My wedding was fall-themed, so the dresses, decor, tables/place settings, invitations, florals, suits, etc., were meant to be in the orange-brown color palette, hence the color of the dresses. Several times after this, my bridesmaids would be texting me asking me to change the color of the dress. Their biggest complaint was that the color made them look ugly, which in all honesty I don't think it did. Plus, I had already planned out the color scheme with virtually everything else, so it wouldn't make any sense to change the color. Finally, later on they stopped complaining about the color and sent me screenshots of the dresses that they had bought online, which were all in an earthy orange tone. When they did this, I really thought that they had stepped up as friends and wanted to make me happy. I would have never thought that they were sabotaging me. I asked them if the dresses fitted correctly and if they needed any adjustment/hemming, which I was happy to pay for them, but the 3 of them said the dresses fit fine. I trusted them blindly. The morning of the wedding, my bridesmaids arrive with all of their stuff and we start getting ready. Hair and makeup are done, the weather is nice, the wedding jitters are coming in. I felt giddy but happy and excited to finally be married to my partner. Then comes time to put on the bridesmaids' dresses. My friends reach into their bags and pull out their dresses, which were in the color light blue. I was shocked. I asked them why the dresses were blue, as that wasn't the dress I asked them repeatedly to buy. One of my bridesmaids said that terracotta was an ugly color and that they thought blue would be a better color. I asked them, but what about the screenshots that they sent me? Apparently it was to get me off of their back. I was in tears at this point and asked them why the hell they would lie to me. One of the other bridesmaids then accused me of trying to make them look bad on purpose so that they wouldn't outshine me. I told them that wasn't true and I was just going for a fall-themed wedding. My sister and I went to a separate room because the conversation was escalating and I was getting more and more upset. My sister had to console me, and my husband consoled me over the phone. After I was able to get ready, we all made it to the venue for the ceremony. The car ride was silent. At this point, I didn't care anymore, I just wanted to get married. The bridesmaids, aside from my sister, stood out like a sore thumb. I'm really hoping that they weren't too much of a distraction to the guests during the wedding, but it's no doubt that they were a distraction, alright? The photos with the entire wedding party in it obviously sucked. My photographer said that she would try and Photoshop the dresses. But still, I really wanted to uninvite them from the reception, but I had already paid for their seat/table settings, and I didn't want that to go to waste. The reception was a lot better, but I had to still deal with the disrespectful attitude from my bridesmaids. They were talking during my sister's speech, my dad's speech. One of them made comments about how blue was definitely her color, to which the others laughed. My sister had to shut them down multiple times. They also continued their accusations about how I was sabotaging the way they looked. I didn't have the strength to argue with them. I just wanted to enjoy my wedding. Since the wedding, I haven't talked to my 3 bridesmaids, and I don't really plan on keeping them as friends anymore. Yes, at the end of the day the color isn't going to be the biggest deal about your wedding, let alone your marriage. But it's the fact that they lied to me, put their selfish needs in front of my needs, and the fact that they were disrespectful towards me and something that me and my husband had put a lot of thought into. It sucks because the vast majority of the wedding was wonderful, but there is a glaring stain over it that was caused by my so-called friends. Update 2. Hi everyone. Wow, thank you for so much support and well wishes. Currently I'm okay. I'm with my husband and I'm trying to forget about the whole dress ordeal and just enjoy married life. For some reason, the mods removed my post, so I'll just relay the information through here, on my page, if anyone happens to see this. Someone said that I should wear a white dress to all 3 of their weddings. It's funny, but I don't plan on attending any of their weddings, and like I said before, I'm limiting my contact with them. Many people were saying that I should have just kicked the 3 of them out and had my sister as a bridesmaid, which isn't a bad idea. However, it was all about having an even number of bridesmaids to groomsmen, as there were 4 groomsmen as well. To those asking why my other friends couldn't be a bridesmaid, but yet could attend the wedding, in case you didn't know, being a bridesmaid involves more than just being there for one day. And no, when I asked my bridesmaids, I didn't see them as lesser friends than my other ones. They are all just close friends of mine from different parts of my life. And finally, apparently according to the comments, there is a post out there, supposedly posted by one of my bridesmaids detailing this whole ordeal. The comments are saying that my story matches up with their story. I wasn't able to find it, yet. But I'll keep looking because oh my god. No, I'm not deleting any comments like people are suggesting. This is my first time logging back on since I posted, so I don't know what's going on. P.S. If anyone could message me the link, that would be great too. It's a lot easier than looking through hundreds of posts on Reddit about bridesmaids' dresses. Update. I found the post. Yeah, all of the details line up, unless there was another person out there who had 3 if their bridesmaids wear blue instead of terracotta. The ages line up too, unless the ages were fake too. I don't even know what to say. Or if I should say anything at all. Based on the age the poster put down, I'm pretty sure I know which one of them posted it. Like I said before, I'm limiting my contact with them, which is why I'm not even sure if I should comment on her post or message her. I'm seething right now. The fact she wrote an entire post bragging about what she and the other 2 did is icky. Edit. Okay, I decided to make a comment. Nothing special, just relaying a lot of stuff that was already said here, and plus I had already said enough on my wedding day.